We would recall Mr. Emefiele was the subject of heavy criticism in May of last year after a group procured the 100 million naira presidential expression of interest and nomination form of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). As many Nigerians called on President Muhammadu Buhari to sack him. At the time, President Buhari had said the governing body of the CBN has the power to determine if the governor erred or not. Despite the outcry against his partisanship, Mr. Emefiele sued the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice over his eligibility. He asked the court to stop INEC from disqualifying him from participating in the primary election of his preferred political party. Although President Buhari refused to call the CBN boss to order or relieve him of his position, many prominent Nigerians called on Mr. Emefiele to resign and pursue his political ambition if he had any, or publicly distance himself from groups clamoring for him to contest. The Apex Bank governor is not out of the muddy waters yet. Only recently, it was alleged that he and the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, are plotting to cover up a 89 trillion naira stamp duty scam. But the committee investigating these allegations is alleging suppression from top government officials. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Naija News Series. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up, and leave your comments. Group alleges plot to attack CBN headquarters. A human rights organization under the aegis of the Coalition of National Interest Defenders on Thursday raised the alarm over fresh plots to launch what it described as a coordinated attack and smell campaign against the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, because of the policies of the Apex Bank. The organization, which alleged that plans had been concluded to attack the CBN headquarters, said the Department of State Services was planning to rearrest Emefiele despite a subsisting court order. The convener of CNID, Tochukwu Ohazurike, said there was already a perfected plan to fabricate another allegation to help them arrest Emefiele, force him to resign to pave way for appointment of a DSS stooge as acting CBN governor, despite numerous judgments from courts of competent jurisdiction. While calling for the president's intervention, Ohazurike said, despite the clear and direct orders of the High Court of the FCT, the DSS was insistent that it would arrest Emefiele. The flagrant violation of the rule of law is very worrisome. Nigeria is a democracy, and as such, the rule of law must prevail at all times. He alleged that money launderers, vote buyers, election riggers, and corrupt politicians were the sponsors of the plot to remove the CBN governor. Some governors who looted the ballot funds to their states, from whom the CBN recovered huge amounts, including a governor from whom the CBN recovered 20 billion naira, are part of those asking for Emefiele's head, he said. According to him, about $2 million had allegedly been mobilized to organize media smear campaign and protest against Emefiele and CBN. The CSOS called on the DSS to apologize to Emefiele for the trauma it had put him through, and the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired for opposing his policies and show support. Speaking on the issue of the allegedly looted 89 trillion stamp duty fund, Ohazurike asked a series of questions. He said, how could it be possible that 50 naira charge on electronic transactions be more than the entire financial transaction in our country? How can they say we have 89 trillion from stamp duty of 50 naira charge, while the entire nation's foreign reserve is not near that amount? How is it possible that we can have 89 trillion while the entire asset of our nation's bank profits, and all deposits in the banks are not up to that amount? How can we have 89 trillion from just 50 naira charges when the national total budget since 2016 that President Muhammadu Buhari first presented a budget till date is just 95 trillion? It means that this amount could have funded all the budgets of the country since this administration assumed office. Just how could that be? He asked. Well guys, the troubles for Emefiele seems to have no end. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up and leave your comment. Until next time, bye.